You can also use tables and graphs to represent functions, and this is similar to what we saw in lesson 1 of this chapter, using an input and an output table. So if you look at the key concept box up here, the time and the distance, okay, is basically your input and your output, or your x and your y. So if you have 0 hours, the total distance traveled is 0 miles. If you travel 1 hour, the total distance is 8 miles, and so on and so forth. So each of these basically creates um, an ordered pair, okay? T is going to be your x value, and D is going to be your y value. So remember, the independent variable is always your x, and your dependent variable, the thing that changes from the other, is always going to be your y. So then you can take these, make them into ordered pairs: 0, 0, 1, 8, 2, 16, okay? And then you can plot those points like they did here on the graph. Then you'll connect those points, and you're going to actually continue the line through the points and draw an arrow to show that it will continue. So if they traveled 3 hours, it would continue to be 24 miles, and so on and so forth. So that arrow there is important. Take a look at example 3. The student council is holding a car wash to raise money. They are charging $7 for each car they wash. So you have to write an equation and make a function table to show the relationship between the number of cars C and the total amount earned. So you're starting with the number of cars and figuring out the total amount earned. So your cars is your input, your total earned is your output, just like you see here. Okay, and then you've got your function rule in the center and the work to show it. And of course, you're not going to use those x's that they do. You're going to use a dot or parentheses. And then you'll get those. These will all be your ordered pairs, which we'll use in the next example.